Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome to a channel update of December. Woo! Little bit later than intended, but sorry. Well, things actually kind of kicked around as well. So, ironically, events happened which resulted in me having to, in a sense, re-record this. Though the first reason was because the video quality went crap, and then all of a sudden something big happened to a large portion of the previous recording. So, something happened which influenced how the first recording went. So, to be honest with you, I was kind of fortunate that the recording went to shit anyway. So, anyway, we're basically... Okay, so the big first bit of news for this month, and by the way, you probably want to put this on like a podcast thing. I will probably try and say if shit is going to happen, but primarily this is going to be you can just minimize this and get on with your other tasks, or you can just, put it in, put your phone in your pocket and start walking around with your earpieces in. If you do that, I feel special if that was the case. But no, basically I'm going to be changing my name. The big bit of news, to kind of go into it, to start, whatever. Name change. Basically, you should have done this a while ago. Like, when I went from Crap Hunter to Mist Jaeger, that's when I should have changed it. Oh, I should have changed it. I shouldn't have started as Crap Hunter. To be honest with you, if I could go back in time now, I would so have done Mist Jaeger to start off with. Because, I mean, to explain, when I went over from Crap Hunter to Mist Jaeger, which is just Crap Hunter in German, I had some stupid sense of obligation to the first name. And I should have just said, nope, fuck that, you're not gonna do that. I should have just gone, nope, sorry, not interested. Nope, sorry, not gonna be fucked. Nope. You're gonna change the name, and it's gonna be Mr. Jaeger. But unfortunately, shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. So from now on, around the month of December, I will be changing my name from Mist Jaeger to Mr. Jaeger. So if you see any kind of weird thing, that is why. I'm also going to try and get a new profile pic and everything like that. Try and make it a little bit different, so it's not just the same. But I've got a placeholder, so there. So yes, that's going to be the thing. I even got rid of my Twitch account, which had Mr. Jaeger on it. So I've got Mr. Jaeger. Unfortunately, it's literally Mr. Jaeger rather than the MR. It's actually Mr. So that's a little bit of a pain, but it's not so bad. Awkward. I don't know about World of Tanks. I may have to stay with my old account name for that. I don't know. Yeah. Apart from that, which would be actually kind of handy, if I ever get to that lordly status of being famous, I can hide my name somewhat. So yes. Sounding very crocky there. So, yes, that basically is what is planned for that first bit of change. But no, I should have changed it a while ago, to be honest with you guys. I don't think Crap Hunter or Mist Jaeger really sold me very well. I had loads of comments and things saying, oh, why is this stuff, why are you undiscovered? Why are you undiscovered? And I'm like, maybe look at my name. That's probably why. That's probably the biggest problem right now, is my name is probably not helping me. But no, I went around. So now, from hopefully now on, things should be a little bit more favorable. I'll have a shit ton of content, like 1,200 videos worth. Yeah. Oh well, fuck. Oh well. Anyway, so going back to the subjects at hand. So yes, that's going to be it. So going on to the next thing. Content. Lately, I've not really been feeling the content I've been doing, or more to the point, to better describe it, I'm not feeling confident about the stuff that I'm doing lately. Like, I've been doing lots of series, and maybe I shouldn't do that, because it kind of puts me in a false sense of, like, it's easy. That's the problem. It's easy to do that. I mean, there are weeks at work where it is busy as fuck, and it's a lot easier just to have a series to go to sort of upload. But I think primarily now our stuff is just episode 1 of something, episode this of that, and whatever. And, while it's fun, it's a lot of fun to record these series, it's not really something I should focus too much on. I think I need to withdraw from that. So, obviously for the initial period, I'm still going to have lots of series. I am going to try and cut down, because, like, there are some things that I've recorded once or twice and then never touched again. Star Citizen, Escape from Tarkov. I paid a lot of money for Escape from Tarkov. I probably should play the damn thing. I've got, I very, very kindly, Mr. White, a very, a good friend of mine, he bought me Star Citizen, like a play, a starter pack for Star Citizen to play with, and I barely touched that game. I did make a recording a while back, but that was kind of in keeping with the whole, and I made other videos for it, but I never got round to editing them because I got distracted with Attila and Napoleon and, well, not Napoleon, but it was Napoleon. No, I was uploading Napoleon stuff. I'm trying to remember if I got Napoleon. No, I know I was uploading Napoleon around that time, but no, I didn't. No, I just finished Napoleon. I was super into Attila. So, like, basically, I had other videos planned for it, and I was going to do, like, a 3-episodic thing leading up to the release of Alpha 3.0, which, if I knew when it was really going to start coming in, I wouldn't have made the first episode. I would have been like, fuck that, gonna wait until near. But no, so we're gonna, so yeah, basically, I'm going to try and do more variety and cut back on the series thing. Because when I first made World of Tanks, I didn't make a episode this of that. It was literally, I used to think of something as a subject. Now, of course, it's not easy thinking of something as entertaining and subject-wise or whatever, because there's lots of things I've already done. But, maybe at some point with the whole, I can try and think of something. Jingles have been doing it for fucking years, and he doesn't even stop playing World of Tanks, and he can still come up with some decent stuff. Albeit he does have a shit ton of subscribers who provide him replays to work with, but still, the details he can come up with any. No, but like, I'm not, he still can come up with he can easily still come up with some decent content. XCOM, so bleh. He can still come up with good content. He can still do whatever. So I can too, so boot up the arse time sort of thing. So yeah, I'm going to try, as I said, I'm going to try and sort of hunker down, try and do some stuff along that, try and make more content regarding that. It may mean that I'll have to have videos, that may mean that there's videos where I suck. And, because I suck at Escape from Tarkov. I'm one of those bitchy kind of players who gets incredibly salty when someone shoots me for no reason. I fucking hated that in GTA 5, which is why I didn't really make any videos on GTA 5. I didn't want to go in public, because I get really fucking angry when someone shoots me for no reason. I'm one of those stupid players who has honor, which I know is stupid. You shouldn't have honor in video games, but fuck it. I like being nice to people. It's something that I personally quite enjoy doing, and I like it when people are nice to me, because it means, hey, there is hope for humanity. Instead, I've got to be a scumbag, and I don't like being a scumbag, because I have a feeling I'm going to be a scumbag to a nice person, and then they'll be the scumbag, and the cycle of douchebaggery continues. It's like watching a bloody nature program with David Attenborough, and he's saying, and now the arsehole is being an arsehole to a nice person. Now we can watch the process of someone going from being nice to being an arsehole. Oh, look, it's happened again. And, like, when I played Escape from Tarkov, I was making footage and I was wanting to do stuff with it. But then I kept being killed by various players, even when I was trying to run scav missions, where you encounter scav players who will shoot you for no reason. And it really pissed me off, and it really just made me quit the game, because I just got so fed up with it. But that problem means I didn't do anything with the game, and as such, no content. So I ended up sticking with what I preferred. I personally prefer PvE. I don't like PvP a lot. I enjoy it, I'm competitive as shit, but I don't like being antagonistic as fuck. I like the concept of, hey, let's all work together and have a fun time killing the AI. I love that. Comp stomping is my thing. That's why I've never made a video about playing against AI. That's why even though I've played loads of hours of Company of Heroes, Dawn of War, or anything, I never made videos about the games I played, because I would only go up against AI. I don't want to play up against other players, and because I do that, I suck at it. So it's a series of me not liking to do something and whatever. World of Tanks is a different subject, and other games, like, shit that I can quickly jump in and out of. Like if I can respawn in Battlefield 1 before, EA did its douchebag thing and gave me a very good reason to uninstall Battlefield 1. I don't support that game anymore. Ever since the loot box controversy, I've given up supporting AAA industries. Very seldom will I ever think of getting a game from a AAA industry. Like, I'll be fucking researching the shit out of that game, and if I even hear it, like a trace of loot box, gone. So, yeah. Going back to the main subject at hand, because I've been yabbering on about stuff. So basically, what I'm going to try and do is cut down on the series and try and do something along the lines of variety again, like World of Tanks and stuff like that. Shocking, whichly I do have footage of. It may be a few highlighty reel things just to start with, because I've got a lot of footage of World of Tanks, and I want to get rid of it so I can think of other shit. But I will try and get back onto games like Battlefront. Sorry, I just looked at Battlestate and my brain just said, ooh, I can say the shit game. Gamblefront and Paycheck is what they're called in my eye. Or Payout. Either way. Yes. Escape from Tarkov. Going to try and get back into it. Might try and rejoin the Discord, because I jumped on a Discord for a while where there were some really nice players. I don't know if that is so much the case anymore. I might have to jump onto another one. But yeah, so something along those lines. So going on to the last subject at hand, future of content. Now, okay, I've kind of already done this, but this is more along the lines of something that I was gonna do, but unfortunately, now it's pretty much almost a non-starter now, but I thought I might as well mention it, because the thing I was talking about earlier about the thing that was, affecting was the fact that I was gonna mention about how I created a VidMe channel. And how I was going to be making some content that would be more primarily focused on VidMe, because YouTube censorship has basically gone on overkill. I mean, the whole situation at the moment is there's apparently another adpocalypse going on, because a load of advertisers just pulled their shit after the apparently YouTube Kids, which is basically a little kids section of YouTube, had a bunch of pedos and perverts typing in the comment section. And I think there's also videos of children being abused. Not obvious videos of children being abused, but like you've got children who are pretty much being forced to do cutesy things for the parents' sake, so that the parents get the money that the kids could make. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, you're cute and young in front of the camera. Maybe the kid didn't want to do it. I've not watched any of this thing. I never go onto YouTube Kids, obvious reasons. But yeah. So, I think it was a mixture of more the perverted comments. Like, you know how you go onto certain websites and you hear some really sort of dirty, nasty comments, but you know it's joking? Well, these guys weren't joking. That's how bad it was. So, rightly so, some advertisers said, no, thank you. And backed out of the whole backed out of the whole YouTubing thing, which is, I fairly agree. Very much so. So... that's going to be clamping down a lot more. But no, going back onto the thing, I was going to, basically, going back onto the main subject. So what I was going to do with VidMe was I was going to upload something which I never have uploaded before, and I wanted to do it, and I was going to be all super excited, and now I'm kind of depressed that VidMe's going, because it basically has shot down my idea. But in the comment section, if you like this idea or not, be honest, but not hypercritical. It's going to be a very sensitive subject with some of you, because obviously the stigma around said subject is ridiculous and fucking annoying at times to try and justify. But basically I was going to talk about animated films, animated shows. I was going to introduce a sort of more non-gaming aspect to my channel. Specifically Japanese anime, but just animated stuff as well. Because what I was going to start with was introduction to anime/animated things. Because animated feature games, or animated shows and other stuff, I mean, for the last couple of years, I kind of discovered in recent times that I have found animated programs and other stuff to be more exciting for me. It has more sticking power to me. That's the wrong word. I find them more enjoyable than live action shows. For a long time, I kind of wondered why I never was really into Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. There's only one show that I'm really into that's live action, and that's Game of Thrones. But apart from that, I really find it difficult to stick with certain shows that aren't animated. Like I watched for a while what was her name? It was the female, female Captain America. I have to admit, it's not that. It's like a Netflix series of this woman who has the super strength or whatever, and she meets another mutant who has this black guy, maybe Xander Cage, maybe his name is. I can't remember. I'm very poor on my Marvel. So it was, it was a series that was entertaining for a little bit. It had David Tennant as the bad guy. If you know that series, it was all right for a few episodes, and then I kind of lost interest in watching it. But animated films, or animated films and other stuff. I mean, I've watched a load of Studio Ghibli stuff. Laputa, Castle in the Sky. Obviously, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro. Princess Mononoke, the best of the lot, in my opinion. There are so many more I need to see. I've watched Ghost in the Shell, the good version, not the live-action version. You were that close to being okay. There was, but I found that I enjoy that stuff. Obviously, anime is something that is more enjoyable to me. I do enjoy anime. I'm not like a massive otaku body pillow thing. I mean, look, gaze upon my bed and see that it is body pillowless. And that's not because I'm hiding it. Seriously. Why would I have a body pillow? There you go. That's a really shitly done. Right, let me do it. There we go. So, yeah, like you can see. No body pillows. No whatever. Just, I am a fan of animation. And I do enjoy Japanese anime. I enjoy a fair amount. But I'm not one of those sort of weird guys who, unfortunately, the stigma tends to portray us as. Which is really frustrating. But no, the thing is I was going to make videos, first of all, introducing that kind of content to people and saying, hi, you may be someone who has just gotten into it, or maybe you're someone who doesn't quite understand what's going on, and rather than just go to, being an ignorant bastard and just throwing a joke of, oh, look, it's the, tentacle rape people, it's actually, well, let's have a little look at what this is. Shockingly, anime has a lot of amazing stories, and it's not for kids. I mean, that's the big thing, though. Not just Japanese, but in Western everything. Animated films and other stuff is not just for kids. There's a connotation that it's just for kids because a lot of the stuff is, when they design it, you could argue, oh, it's for kids because it doesn't have any swearing, doesn't have any violence, whatever. But no, it's because that particular thing doesn't have any swearing or violence. Black Lagoon is a beautiful example of something that has swearing, violence, and a lot of both. Including an incredible story with meaningful characters and an absolutely beautiful soundtrack. And what I was going to do with the particular thing was introduce them to the different tropes and different sort of styles, because Japanese animation is very different in storytelling and other stuff to Western stuff. But yeah, a good example of a Western stuff cartoon that could be enjoyed by both adults and kids is Animaniacs. That shit was made in the 90s and it was fucking amazing. Some of the jokes that when I first watched that again and for the first time in about 10, 15 years, I was in stitches. I died of laughter almost because of how awesomely tongue-in-cheek it was. The fingerprints joke is probably the most famous, but my favorite has to be the conjugate one. Because of just how quick and snappy it was. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, what I was thinking on doing was making a few episodes regarding animated features and films and anime, and basically having a recommendations thing as well as making a subject sort of query like, why is the anime gamers in comparison to, say, recovery of an MMO-aholic, or for some reason what they actually call it is recommendations of a virtual life. In comparison to that, why is gamers shit? Why is the main character a little fucker? In my opinion. And it would have been nice to sort of ask the questions, get to spread the knowledge, maybe meet up with famous other, maybe encourage communities to sort of become more of a thing. Because, it's nice to have, it's nice to sort of think, because I got into anime, properly into it in mid to late 2016. But I sort of started watching it, finger quotes, started watching it in about 2013, but it was the occasional series, obviously, the first few series, one of which was Girls in Panzer. I think my first ever one was Girls in Panzer, but that was because of Jingles. Jingles basically said, oh, this is a really kind of funny little thing. And I was like, oh, okay, let's have a little go. I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this is hilarious, because it was tanks, it was action, and it was funny. And then I watched One Punch Man, which is the funniest shit in creation. I mean, there's Konosuba, which is absolutely funny as fuck, the absolute funniest, but, you know, for a comedy anime about a superhero, you gotta watch it. It's just absolutely funny, hilarious, well worth it. Watch the sub, in my opinion. I personally prefer sub. You may enjoy dub, but personally I find it's better if you watch sub because you get the natural voice, whereas with most, I'm going into rambling, but I don't care on this small little detail. It may be a bit weird to have subtitles, but you get the natural voice of the characters, ergo you get more involved with the characters, ergo you enjoy the show more. Anyway, going back to the main subject at hand. So that was what I was going to try and do with regards to the content. Obviously now with YouTube, well, with VidMe shutting down, kind of puts a little problem on it. Kind of fucks that up a little bit. But if you guys were curious about having something like that, if you were intrigued at that, I would be more than happy to give it a go, to try and put my lot out there. I know there's thousands of other anime channels out there, or hundreds, depending on how they are on YouTube nowadays. I imagine a lot of them getting closed down because of the fucking YouTube censorship system and the DCMA, which is, even if you're under fair use, I know that certain web channels like Anime America have been hit pretty hard. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, so if you are interested, that's fair enough, but yeah. Anyway, so I've been rambling on now for like a good age. Okay, one last thing, live streaming. I haven't done any in a while. I can't guarantee that I'll do something this year. I do want to try and continue it. I have made a Twitch account for Mr. Jaeger now, so I will try and do something like that, but it may be that instead of having the whole Twitch and YouTube, I might just do the YouTube one for the sake of it for a while, just so I'm okay to do that, and then we do something like maybe we do something like maybe like I try and something else with that, just so I can, like, you know, like try and maybe jump on a random game or whatever while I'm doing that stream, just so I'm doing it, and then we can come back to do Vanquish, or we can try and finish Vanquish, because don't worry, I am going to finish it, I am going to get back into it, it's just, again, need to get my arse into gear about other things. Obviously work as well is going to be busy as fuck. Christmas is coming up, so that's another factor to be aware of, so it's, again, it's going to be a mixture of, I'm going to try and put more oomph into something, and then hopefully the oomph will come back and it will work out. Anyway, so I'm going to shut up now and leave you to it. So, yes, that's about it. So thank you guys very much for watching. And I also want to once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed since the last one. Thank you very much to everyone who has done stuff, like typed, commented in the chats, anything like that at all. It always is appreciated. We're at 978 subscribers, 208,000 views. It's ridiculous. That's crazy. And yeah, so I will definitely give a go at certain things like that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start with some new, fresher content. Try and do a bit. There's not really been much of Armor lately, because obviously. Well, because at the moment we're in the period of the Christmas stand down, which basically means there's no main ops or anything like that. And because normally when they do their ops, it's at like 11 o'clock at night. I tend not to do ops around that time because family, they probably would murder me. So yeah. Anyway, so I will catch up with you in another time. Thank you also very much for watching. Thank you also very much for subscribing and feeding the fun machine. I will catch up with you another time. This is Mr. Jaeger turning to Mr. Jaeger, signing out.